Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Aubrey, and in today's video we are going through my 10 before the end. Now, my pile is more like 12, so bear with me. And will I read 10 books before the end of the year? I hope so. I'm hoping I can read at least 10 books in December. Will I read these 10 books before the new year? Probably not, because I am in fact a mood reader and I can't stick to a fucking TBR to save my goddamn life. But I really love this trend and I was like, you know what, I have 10, 12 books that I really would like to try and get to by the end of the year, and so this is just kind of a very loose TBR for me, I guess, where it's like, okay, these are the books that Aubrey tried to get to because you want to read them. But then at the same time it's like, okay, realistically I probably won't, but it's gonna be fun and I'm ready to yap about them. So get a drink, get cozy, do whatever the fuck you gotta do, because we're about to just yap. Hopefully not for too long, but also I always say that and I feel like I yap for a long ass time. So let's get into it. Finale by Stephanie Garber. Now this is the third book in the Caraval trilogy. I started this trilogy at the beginning of the year, and obviously I've read Caraval and Legendary is the second one. I fucking ate them up. I love them. But yeah, I loved Caraval a lot more than I love Legendary, so I've just been putting off Finale because it's like I don't really love what the fuck is her name actually? I don't love the sister. I love Scarlet. I know Scarlet. I love Scarlet. I don't particularly love the sister, and I can't fucking remember her name. I literally cannot remember her name. Donatella. I don't really like Donatella. At the same time, I liked Legendary. I like the MMC, and so I'm excited to see where this one goes, and like, especially because I think it's dual POV between the sisters. I think I heard that somewhere. And so I'm kind of more excited for this than I originally was, knowing that Scarlet gets a point of view now. But still, I don't really care for Donatella or her story or her in general, obviously. So that's why I've been putting this off. But I would like to try and finish it because it's the last book in the series. I blow through these books so fast. They're so easy to read. They're really fun. They're really fast paced. And I really want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart in 2026. So I do need to try and fucking get through this goddamn book. Nightshade by Autumn Woods. Now this has been sat on my TBR since it came out, and I was really fucking excited to read it when it came out. And then I got in such a romance slump. Like, I could not pick up a romance book to save my fucking life. All I was reading was fantasy, no romance fantasy. And so I have not touched this since I bought it, but I really, really want to, especially because I'm pretty sure it was the cover or the title or the release date. Something about the second book in this duology got released, and that made me so much more excited to read this one. And then I also saw some quotes of the really, really, really hot MMC speaking to the FMC, and I was like, I need to pick this up ASAP. So this is on the list, especially because it is just like, it's a romance. It's a dark, gothic, I think it's like, I was gonna say magical realism. I don't think it's magical realism. I just think it's a dark, gothic romance, and I eat those up. So I am really ready for this, and I've heard such good things about it. Everyone that's picked it up has given it such rave reviews, and I am so ready to finally pick this up. So fingers crossed that I actually do so, especially because this just gives like fall, dark, winter, spooky vibes, which would be perfect right now. Night in the Moth by Rachel Gillig. This is another one that I literally bought, I think the day or a couple days after it came out, but immediately upon its release, I was in the bookstore snagging this book, and I've yet to pick it up. Now, why? I don't know. For some reason, it's like daunting to me. For some reason, I like cannot physically get myself to pick it up and read it. And I really want to, because again, I feel like maybe it's because of how much hype is around it. Because I feel like everyone went and snatched this when it came out because Rachel Gillig is such a great author. And then everyone read it and they're like, oh my god, it's so great. Oh my god, it's so great. And now I'm nervous I'm not gonna like it. And now I'm nervous it's not gonna live up to the hype, which I know it probably will. I'm just nervous it's not gonna live up to the hype. I'm nervous it's not going to live up to One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, because I love that duology so much. And so I'm just putting a lot of expectations on it, and so part of me is like, okay, just don't pick it up until you can like not put so many expectations on it, because it's like, it's not going to be like One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns, because it's a completely different book. Like, it might be similar because it's Rachel Gillig, but it's not going to be the same book because it's literally not. So I'm just like, I'm trying to step back from my expectations and go into this with just a clear, like, okay, I think I'm gonna love it. I think I'm gonna like it. I just want to like it and just go in and have a good fun time. But yeah, so she's in SAT, my TBR, and I want to read it before 2026 because I don't even know when the second one's coming out, but I just feel like I need the knowledge of this book in my head until like going into the new year, because I need it. I'm having mild FOMO, okay? And I need to know before 2026. Another one that I absolutely need to be in on all of the information, Alchemized by Senli Yu, I think is how you say your name, Senlin Yu. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But as all of you know, this is the trad published version of Manacled, the Harry Potter, nope, she does not date Harry Potter, the Draco and Hermione fanfiction. There is so much hype and just thoughts, and just so many people have raved about fucking Manacled and how amazing it was, and then picked this up and they're like, oh my god, it's so good, I fucking loved it. And so I'm like, I need to be that person. Excuse me. I need to understand again. Especially, I never read Manacled. I am not into the whole Hermione fanfic. I don't enjoy that. I wish I did, believe me. I wish I did. I've heard some of the fucking fanfictions are phenomenal, but I'm just not. So now that it's trad published and she literally can't use Draco and Hermione's names, I'm like, okay, I can read this now. And I am so excited because, again, this is giving dark gothic fantasy, and I am loving that genre. So I am just so ready to see where this goes and if I am as heartbroken as everyone else is who's reading it. But also, this is over 1,000 pages, and I've never read a book that big in my life, so I'm nervous because it's gonna take me so long. But also, I think it's gonna be really good. But then, okay, I've heard really good reviews, but I've also heard that it's too long and that it's been dragged down, and there's no reason for it to be 1,000 pages long. So I'm a little nervous about that because I feel like I'm very quick to like get to that point where it's like, okay, this is dragged out. Like, why are we dragging this out so long? We don't need to be. So I'm very nervous. Like, I'm gonna hit that point in this book and then no longer enjoy it. But we will see. This is hopefully on the list before 2026, but she's chunky, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. This is absolutely happening before 2026. If I don't read this before 2026, somebody hit me with their car. I fucking read Immortal Dark, and it was everything to me. It was the most perfect fucking vampire book I have ever read in my life, and I fucking ate it up. I loved it so much. In the ending, I need to know. I need to see where the story goes. I need to see Sasanius and Kaiden so fucking bad. I love them so much. So I will be picking up Eternal Ruin by Tega Skirma before 2026. I know I'm gonna love this. I am mildly concerned though. I am very nervous. I'm so excited to see where the story goes. I'm also very nervous to see where the story goes. But I also know this is a trilogy. And so I know it's gonna leave off on a big fucking cliffhanger going into the third book, just because I feel like trilogies always fucking do that. This one is for sure going to fucking happen, and if it doesn't, someone take me to jail, like, fuck's sake. The Book of Azriel by Amber V. Nicole is this book I bought because it went through its wave of like everyone reading it and everyone eating it up and everyone loving it on my social medias, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me jump on that. Let me be influenced by the social media and by everybody and by the hype that is surrounding this book. And so I bought it. I've had this book for a hot second now, and I just have yet to pick it up, and I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. I'm so excited. I heard the FMC is the villain, or she is the more powerful one or something. She is better in some form of way, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I heard that she is a badass. I'm pretty sure her name is Diana, which I love that name, and so I've been so excited and so ready, especially because I'm pretty sure this is a dark gothic urban fantasy, and I have recently discovered that I love urban fantasies, and so I really don't know why I've been putting this off. I don't know why. It's just I haven't gotten into it, and I fear it's probably another one of those where I fell into it because of the hype, but then I'm too nervous to pick it up because of the hype, and I'm like, okay, well, what if I fucking hate it? What if I fucking hate it and I just went and bought it and spent money for no fucking reason? But then also, that could be the case with a lot of books, so I just need to get the fuck over myself and pick it up because it sounds so fucking good, and I've heard that the MMC is really good too, and so I'm just like, I need to pick this up, and hopefully I will. It's really long. This one's not even that long compared to the other ones that get longer. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a 7-book series, which is fucking insane to me. And I don't know if I'm ready to get into that big of a fucking series yet. So we will see if it happens before 2026. Even though I'm like literally, I'm trying to finish series in 2025, not start them. But then also like, you know, I gotta get prepared for 2026. I gotta start all these new series before 2026 comes out around, because like I can't go in with no fun series. Like, be ready, you know? I need to start new series going into 2026. It's a new year, that means new series. I don't make the rules. Speaking of new series, I have yet to read Quicksilver, and Brimstone just came out like a couple days ago, and everyone has been eating it up and loving it. And at least I think, actually, I've just been seeing people going out and buying it and like devouring it. I haven't actually seen one review on it, but I have heard like mixed things about this, and that's like I think why I'm putting it off, because like I've heard that it's not the greatest. People can't get behind that his name is Kingfisher, which doesn't really bother me. So then again, I feel like I'm not gonna have any issues with it, especially because I saw fucking fan art of Kingfisher and I was like, I need to read about this man immediately. I need to read about this man immediately. I am pissed off though, because she changed the book covers and now they're not gonna match, which makes me fucking angry. So I don't even want to buy Brimstone, but I'm going to be reading this. I've heard really good things. It's just another, I don't even know, for some reason I haven't been able, I wonder if that's what it is with this too. I haven't been able to really delve into romantasy in a hot second. I just haven't super been interested in the romantasy genre. I've been really reading really high fantasies and like just not, I've either been reading high fantasy or straight smut, and I just, romantasy has no appeal to me at the moment. But I'm hoping that it will start, because I have a lot of romantasy books that I really want to get into, and I know I just need to go and pick one up and start it, because I know I'm gonna like it. Every time I pick up a fucking romantasy book, I love it. So I just need to pick one up and fucking power through and read it, because I have so many that I need to fucking read, including Direbound, which I want to read before 2026, because the second one comes out in 2026, and there's dire wolves in this, and I am such a fucking slut for wolves in a fucking book. Any type, werewolves, shifters, fucking dire wolves, I don't care. Any type of wolf in a book, I am so down. And I bought this when it finally got trad published, immediately when it got trad published, and I have not picked it up. I have fucking problems, I know. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna try and make it happen before 2026. Will it? I don't know. For some reason, I did not pick one single book that's under 400 pages for this fucking 10 before the end. I'm setting myself up for failure, I fear. But I don't make the rules, and I'm just a girl who likes thick books, you know? And it's also one that's been really, really, really hyped up, and I am so fucking gullible. Because as soon as someone's like, oh my god, that book was good, it was so good, you should read it, I'm like, pfft. You don't say less. I'm there. I'm in the bookstore buying said book you just recommended to me for no reason outside. You said it was good, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me do that. Aubrey, I need to get my own reading taste. I need to get my own fucking reading taste, because apparently I don't have it. The rest of these fucking books over here are also books that I got from the internet. One day I will go book shopping and buy books that I've never heard of, you know? One day. Next book is The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Now, if you are like me, you have been on high fantasy Instagram, high fantasy fucking just anything, high fantasy social media, and I have non-stop seen this fucking book. And it's just, I was like, you know what? Fine. I want to get more into high fantasy. Why not start with I think there's like 24 fucking books in the fucking series. Why not? And so I bought it. And then guess what? I never fucking read it. I'm going to though. Because again, I've nonstop heard such amazing fucking things about this book, about this series, and that the series, as it goes on, just gets better and better. And I really love that Robin Hobb split them up into trilogies. Something about that is so appealing to me. So it's like you read a trilogy and then it's like, okay, you can take a break before the next trilogy. I don't know if you're supposed to, but you can, because I'm like, okay, this is just one trilogy and then there's the next trilogy. Are they all connected? Yes, but you have like a natural splitting point, which makes me happy. But this, I also bought this because I have a fascination with assassins. I am an action girly. I love action movies. I love action books. I love action video games. And so this, him being an assassin, or there being an assassin at least in this fucking book, is so intriguing to me. And I'm ready to see him assassinate some motherfuckers, because that's gonna be so fun, you know? At least in my opinion. I hope there's action in this. I actually really don't know if this is more politic heavy, more action heavy, I have no idea. I'm hoping it's action heavy because again, I fucking love action and I want to see him assassinate motherfuckers. Okay. Really bad. Again, I'll start the series before 2026. I have issues. I have issues. Every single one of these is the first book in a series. I really do have issues. The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I don't know if I butchered that either. I totally could have butchered her last name. I'm so sorry. But I have heard really, really, really good things about this one as well. But I heard really good things about this one years ago when I bought it. I'm pretty sure this book has been on my TBR for around 3 years now, which is so crazy to me. So crazy to me. And that is really the sole reason why I'm going to try and read this before 2026, because it is one of the books that has been on my TBR for the longest. One of the first books I bought getting into my reading journey. When I first started reading, I was not into books like this at all. I did not like super high fantasy. I was only in it for like the romantasy. It needed to have romance in it or I was not going to pick it up. I am finally like getting into this genre of reading and I'm really excited. I'm really ready to pick it up and experience it. And so I'm hopefully going to before 2026. My only issue is that the chapters are so goddamn long in fucking high fantasy books and I have to get used to that, but it's just like, oh, not in all of them. And some of them, they're very short or they kind of go back and forth between short and long, which isn't an issue. It's not even an issue that they're long because if it's a good book, you're not going to really notice how long the chapters are. But I think this might be putting off because their chapters are so long and the words are really kind of small and there's a lot of words per page. So there's just a lot of information in this book, which is good and which I'm, like I've said recently, been loving a lot because I'm liking politics and I'm liking a lot of world building and stuff like that. And so I'm really, really, really ready to pick this up and I'm hoping I can get a 3-year book off of my TBR. I cannot believe it's been on my TBR for that long, but I'm hoping that this will be the year that I actually finally knock it off and can continue the series. I've heard it just gets better as it goes on. Malice by John Gwynne. Again, this is one that I was seeing all over. Okay, honestly, I get most of my high fantasy recs from Peruse Project, which is Reagan, and Chris and Mads on Instagram and YouTube and stuff. And this is one that Chris and Mads like fucking talked up, or at least I think Kristen? Maddie? I think it's Maddie. Guys, I can't always tell the sisters apart. Like, I know that they look different, but I can't really ever remember who is who. And I'm so sorry for that. I think it's Maddie who read the whole entire series and was like raving about it. And I think she's read it more than once. Maybe. I could be totally wrong and putting bullshit out there, but so I got this rec from them. And they just sold me on it so hard. And I just want to get into the John Gwynne world. Because like all of these fucking high fantasy writers, they just have like these really incredible worlds that I'm really, really wanting to get into. And I'm hearing that they're action packed. And like I said, I'm such an action girly that I just want all of the action that I can get. Because sometimes, you know, in romantasies, it's like you have action here and there, but then you have a whole lot of dealing with the fucking romance. And it's like, okay, we're actually in the middle of a massive battle. Can we talk about that and not how in love you are with your fucking partner, you know? Like, sorry. I want to focus on the action. I'm ready for the politics. I'm ready for the world building. And I just want to experience everything that these books have to offer and just see where it goes. I call these my big brain books. And I'm wondering if I'm actually going to enjoy this or if it's going to be too much for me and just be like, okay, this is a lot. But I am reading The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. And I'm loving that so far. So I'm hoping, I don't know if they are similar at all. I don't know. But I've heard really, really good things about John Gwynne and his books. And I'm really, really ready to get started with them. And hopefully I can before 2026. I'm hoping this is going to be because we're almost into December. And that means I'm almost on my Christmas break. And so I'm hoping that a lot of these big books, I'm going to be able to like sit and binge on my Christmas break. Fingers crossed that's actually true. Because this next one is chunky, and that is The Will of the Many by James Islington. Hype book, guys. Hype book. I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing people say how amazing and how good and how mind fucking blowing this book is. And then even the second book, because that one just came out now, and I just need to know, especially because I just read Red Rising for the first time, and that was incredible. Those books were so incredible, and I heard they have a lot of similarities to this, or this has a lot of similarities to that, or maybe not even similarities, but people just say they have like the same vibe, they feel the same. And so I'm kind of like, I kind of want to experience that, you know, I kind of just want to know and be able to like just see. And I've heard like, I just hear, one of the main things that he infiltrates a school. Like he's not, I think it's like a school for like certain people, and he doesn't fit in that group of people, but he has to infiltrate that school and spy for somebody. And that just sounds so intriguing to me, and I'm so ready to see that and like explore in this world. And I'm also ready to see James Islington's writing, because I think it's, what is it called? It's the Licanius trilogy. I have, hold the phone. The Shadow of What Was Lost. I have had that book by James Islington. I bought that probably around a little after I bought The City of Brass, because I was like, okay, this looks good, sounds good, let me buy it. And then I never read it. And then I'm gonna read this one before that one probably, just because I haven't seen a lot about the Licanius trilogy. Again, I think Maddie from Chris and Mads read it and she liked it though, but I'm gonna read this first, see if I like his writing, and then if I like his writing, I think I am going to get ready to delve into the Licanius trilogy, especially because that's complete. It's like if I really like his writing, and I will not be buying The Strength of the Few until it's out in paperback, that gives me time to then go back and be like, okay, I can read these ones if I really miss his writing. I am just really, really, really excited to see this and see what people are talking about with this one, and hopefully be in on the conversation, because I just want to know. I love talking to people about books, and I just want to be in with it and have all the knowledge. So I'm really, really excited for that. But yeah, there's my 12 before the end. I would love to hear what you guys are reading, if we're trying to read, or would like love to try and read before the end of the year. So please let me know down below what you are going to be attempting to pick up before 2026. And if you stay to the end, thank you so much for sitting listening to me fucking yap my ass off. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.